what's going on? I had to make a response to this one. Um, and I think that women like Atlantasistah and women who think like her know better. What they're trying to do is have the few black men who do have their shit together. They're trying to have them pay for the sins of the men who aren't doing much. They know the difference. I'm convinced that they know the difference. But for whatever reason, they want to hopefully develop a tactic where they can make the few brothers who do have their shit together feel guilty, and almost try to convince them, to take accountability for shit that they never did. Right? Women like Atlanta Sister try to act like all black men start off as thugs and womanizers, and they mistreat black women. And then one day they wake up, they go to school, they get a career, they get a job, and then they go after white women. Right? So they try to take the successful black man and make him feel guilty, um, for shit that he's never did. Right? In hopes that, he can feel sorry for them, and pick up the slack. So in a sense, they want us to pick up the tab for a group of men that outnumber us, right? Quite frankly, the undesirable black man has more power than the quote-unquote brother who has it together. Um, so they want us to pay for it. And hopefully by, convincing us to feel guilty and, how black women are, undervalued, they've been raped, they've been molested, they're not shown in a positive light on TV. I'm not trying to say these things are not true, but we didn't do it. So even for me, I don't give credit to, I don't care what race she is, to a woman who wants to come through and, put her past relationships on the table as if it's my responsibility to undo their wrongs. And make things right and pay for their mistakes. It's not happening like that. They missed the whole point of this whole YouTube thing where you have black men trying to say that this is how we're different from this group of men. They don't want to see that. But they want us to pay for their mistakes. And they know who is doing well and who isn't. So it's a front. It really is a front. I don't do that. I've been involved with chicks and it went south. That's how you grow. People always talk about, oh, you're just mad, you're just hurt. I've been in good relationships and bad ones. And the bad ones help you grow. If you haven't been in a bad relationship, then how can you speak on some of the stuff that people speak on YouTube? If all your relationships have been good, then you should have nothing negative to say. You can't help people grow. But people want to throw out this whole idea that, oh, you've been hurt and you're bitter and you can't get over it, as if they've been in perfect relationships. And really, they probably haven't really dated much or ever even really been in a true relationship. So I don't do that. I don't pass my hurt experiences on to the next chick. I don't expect her to pay for the mistakes that the chicks made in the past, because part of the problem was I didn't make good choices. Right? Some, I had no clue. They got caught up in the whole, I'm young, black, let me go into the black woman engine. And others, I shouldn't even, shook their hand, pure and simple. Because we don't feel like every last single black woman is fucking up. We know that there's good ones out there, so we're not necessarily trying to spread the blame and have the few good sisters pay for it. That's why we tell the sisters, if you have your shit together, then you need to step up and make a stand against the majority of black women who don't have their shit together. Take a stand, step up, separate yourself. We don't expect you to pay for, the fuck ups that the undesirable black women are doing. But if you keep on, trying to defend them and try to be lawyers for them, then you're going to end up just like them. You're going to share the same fate that they do. So I don't know. That's just my thoughts on women like Atlantasistah and women who think like her, and the men that, support her and, put black men down. And it's funny, these same black men that support women like Atlantasistah and the likes are the men who feel guilty for the shit that they did in the past, right? These are the men, the quote unquote, don't have their shit together. So all they can really do is, try to support black women by putting black men down. And we're not even the same league to begin with. So anyways, that's just my thoughts.